So hey guys, it's time for another benchmark. This time it's time for Control, which I am currently running on the DirectX 11 API on the 1660 Ti and the Ryzen 5 3600X. Nothing is overclocked. So let's get straight into the settings menu. So 1080p, first we'll be trying the high, which is the maximum quality preset. As you guys can see, we get a fair chunk of setting options. Everything is set to its maximum, and yep, there's also MSAA. I've turned off film grain because I just don't like that effect. So let's benchmark this. Alright, so in this scene we're getting 54 FPS, which is sub 60, and interestingly the 1660 Ti cannot maintain a 60 FPS frame rate in this game at the maximum settings. I mean, it's not like much of a big deal because this is a single player title, so you don't actually like necessarily need 60 FPS. It's still a smooth experience, and the game looks stunning. It was launched back in 2019. I've already completed this game once, and I 100% recommend this game to everybody. So yep, as you guys can see, the RAM usage is under 8 gigs, so you'll be fine if you have 8 GB of RAM. The RAM utilization is 3 gigabytes. So graphic cards like 1650 Super, 1050 Ti, like any 4 gig VRAM graphic card can do really good in this game. So VRAM won't be a bottleneck unless your card has less than 4, which is 2 in most cases. So yep, the GPU is being utilized up to its maximum potential. We're getting 54 FPS, 53, and do keep in mind that I'm recording this using the NVIDIA Shadowplay, so you'll actually get 3 to 5 more FPS when you play it without recording it. So yep, it's going to be a really smooth experience. No stutters and all that stuff. The frame time graph looks really stable and flat. I absolutely love the destruction mechanics in this game. The effects are really cool. So as you guys can see, the FPS does drop like 1 or 2 when we are, destroying things, but it doesn't stutter at all. So that means the optimization is good. No stutters, no spikes in the frame time graph. Wow. And the lighting looks absolutely phenomenal in this game. It is a pretty demanding game, like the 1660 Ti, or you can say the 1070 will not be able to do 60 FPS in this game at maximum settings at 1080p. Like they usually do like 60 FPS in most of the games at maximum settings, but not this one. But it's fine. So as you can see, 60 FPS average in this one, and you will be getting like 3 to 4 FPS more without recording it. So yeah, but like it's not always going to be like above 60. Most of the time it's going to be in the 50s. So let's switch the settings to high, or I mean medium in this case. So 58 FPS right now. Let's quickly go to the medium preset, which sets the texture to high quality, texture filtering to low, okay, everything else to medium, still keeps the MSA 4x. And let's check how much we're getting right now. Okay, so things have changed completely. From 58, it's now getting 77, almost 20 more FPS, which is pretty interesting. I mean, wow. Now this is going to be mostly above 60 FPS, yes, for sure. And I mean, it still looks amazing. Yep, some things little, some things seem little off when compared to the high quality preset, but the game still looks great. High textures are still good, and the VRAM is now more closer to 3 gigs. Okay, so that's also noticeable, but the most noticeable thing is the gain in FPS, which is more like 20 more FPS. Wow. So I think that if you have a 1660 Ti, you should go for like the ultra texture quality, because it only uses the VRAM and doesn't affect the FPS. And since this card has 6 gigs, so it will be more than enough. Yep. Well, this is like much more of a more than 60 FPS experience, mostly in the 70s. Let's cause some destruction. See, 80s now. Yep. The thread utilization in this game is also pretty decent. Like all the threads, the 12 of them of the 3600X are being utilized evenly. So yep, on the CPU side, it's a good game. Frame times are super stable. No spikes, no stutters in this game. So it will be a smooth experience whether it's below 60 or above 60. It's going to be really smooth. No stutters, no jitters at all. Yep. So I think we should now quickly turn to low settings right now. We're getting 77 FPS in this scene. Oops. Let's go to the low quality preset, which sets everything to low except the texture resolution, which is set to medium. It turns off MSA, tons of global reflections, still keeps the screen space reflections. Yep. Wow. I mean, damn, this is crazy. We're getting more than 100 FPS right now. Wow. What, this is more like 30 to 40 more FPS than medium settings. I mean, this it has completely changed into a high refresh experience. This is amazing. I mean, I didn't expect this, and surprisingly, the textures still look like pretty decent. I'm not sure that they've actually been applied, but yep, you can see in the VRAM we are now utilizing under 3 gigs, almost like 2700 megabytes. So yep, these are the medium textures. I mean, wow, this game has suddenly turned into a high refresh rate experience, and the low settings still look pretty amazing. One thing that I've noticed about this game is that the MSA option, even if you turn it off, you still get pretty good anti-aliasing, and even if you turn it on to like 2x or 4x, you won't see that much of a FPS impact as you usually see in other games. So I recommend keeping it on 2 or even off, because the anti-aliasing is still pretty good in this game without MSAA. And the game looks really good on low settings. The ambient occlusion is a little bit off, yes, surely. We do not get the global reflections. We still get some reflections, the SSR, but I mean, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. The game looks amazing. If you have like a 144 Hz refresh rate monitor and you just want a high refresh rate experience, you should go for low. It still looks great, but I mean, it's a single player title, so you'll probably need something more than 30 FPS in this game. So you should really opt for high settings in this game. Let's go here. Okay, that's what I absolutely love about this game. The lighting in this game is crazy, man. It's really, really good.
Tried to invade me earlier. Hiss, burrowing into everything in this place. Is the hiss your enemy? Alright,
Oh shit,
let's
now I
go.
know it's going to be like a mini boss fight.
That was
It's really, really
contagious.
hard.
It burrows in like an infuriating
So,
melody
yep,
that makes you hum it
the game
over
looks
and
beautiful.
over.
The aesthetics of this game is incredible, and it runs really, really well on the 1660 Ti. You just need an 8 gigs of RAM. That will do just fine. The 1660 Ti is absolutely destroying this game on low settings. No stutters. It's really, really silky smooth experience from the beginning to the end. And yep, so my suggestion is that you keep this game on high settings. It will be a really good experience fidelity wise and as well as frame rate wise. You will get more than 60 fps and that would just be fine. So guys, I'll see you in the next benchmark. If you like this video, do drop a like and subscribe for more benchmarks. Yep, see you in the next one. Bye.